It's the Reflector, y'all. I'm back. Early morning. Pretty much just woke up. All right, y'all. I'm here to reflect what you choose to neglect. Now, my Leos out there. Shout out to the Leos. Um, I'm one myself. You feel me? And fuck everybody talking about astrology ain't real. All right, then get into something else. Because at the end of the day, there's some false to every truth. There's always a truth to every false. So at the end of the day, stuff is at some point usable or it's real at some point. But you just gotta know in an unbiased way that, oh, it's not the sign, it's what the meaning is behind it. And we all know that people can have the same shit, but that don't mean like they're gonna do the exact same thing. Like we're not video games. Y'all be looking at shit weird. And then y'all try to make yourself sound smart, acting like, oh, but I'm this, and then this person acts completely different. Bitch, well, if that's the case, what about twins? They act different. They born the same day. Shut the fuck up. People will try to use that. But anyway, okay, I ain't gonna go on about this because I can put a million examples of how stupid people be sounding. And it really just comes from the fact that they deep down don't understand something or they're too lazy to even get into it. All right, so and they don't have discernment to see it from themselves. They kind of gotta use other people to try to think they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Social media made people too flunked out thinking they can do anything just because they saw a video. All right, so my Leo's out there, okay? Use the big theme of this video why I'm making it is because you can either get really good fortune, you know, however that is. It might look like loss, but then you end up gaining something or whatever. Or you'll be in a situation where you looked at like what it means to not get with the program, basically, or what it means to be a hermit. So you only got two choices, Leo. You either you oh, and the reason why I'm saying all this is because the most important planet, the big theme planet of Pluto is in Aquarius, which is opposite to Leo. So anytime the opposite energy happens, it's like the 180-degree angle. So it's like a person basically has to go through that obstacle in the first place for them to like find any perseverance. So it's gonna look negative basically. It's always gonna be negative. Opposing ops always gonna be negative. But remember, negatives can turn into positive, right? Two negatives turn into a positive, or a negative and a positive can turn into a fucking negative. So, right? Yeah. So, we gotta understand like the whole dynamic with Leo. What is Leo? It's the middle of summer. What is Aquarius? The middle of winter. So while one is about sheltering and securing an association by being unique and like-minded, so y'all gonna create something together and build like a tempo, like a structure where like y'all always able to goddamn, you know, trade or whatever y'all do to keep maintain y'all's position. Leo, you're more about just self-expression. But remember that self-expression needs audience. That's where you can look at Aquarius as the opposition. So I'm performing. You guys in the audience are like Aquarius because they all came together like-minded to come and judge or devil's advocate or maybe get new ideas. You know, that's what it should be used for. But you know, there's negatives and shit. So yeah. So why is that piece of hair flying? So look, you like I said, it's either gonna be you're gonna feel comfortable in your expression where you got people around you that they're not smothering you, but like they're at least there to support you when they can, and you just getting it how you get it with the audience or with the people that you're attracting, because it can be you just like you don't like Leo. You don't really even gotta associate physically. All you need to do is associate with some type of template that you can stay consistent with. So you could be a content creator. You can fucking paint. You can goddamn make bracelets or something. But either way, it's gonna be something to do with like you by yourself. All right. Remember, fire is attached. That's like defensive. It's like moving on. Bitch, move, mom. It's like moving on. Aquarius, air is detached too. Those are both masculine signs, but the air is fixated and is gonna stay within like proximities of people to associate with. So Aquarius don't really feel like nothing if they're not doing something new or innovative in the world when it comes to groupings, community. You know, so if Aquarius is too goddamn expressive, that's like the Earth sign version of Aquarius. So they'll end up being egotistical, overly judge people, and don't get me wrong about these under expressive Aquariuses, because they probably can be in the same situation, just overly judging or looking at everything stupid. And actually, that leads me into saying, Leos, y'all gotta remember, like, you got self-expression, and it's not all about like being with the new times or something like that, with the new ways of dancing, all this bullshit, or you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta know that just because people or a group of people have a certain idea or perception of what you might have just done, don't mean like you gotta put yourself down. You know, you still a Leo. You're born in these times for a reason. God ain't gonna give you no battles you can't handle, right? So that just means you were here to create circumstance so that anything is possible, and anything thrown at you, it's like, you can handle it. It's just gonna be out of your favor some way. Every doggy got his day. Every doggy don't got his day. You know. But see, that's what Leo tell you. They'll just tell you. I mean, they'll show you to always be positive. And here come the Aquarius, right? They're showing Leo, hey, sometimes you gotta look at reality and look at the people around you to see if those things are adding up, or is it that you're just being too goofy and expressive with no point to it? Like you just trying to be a damn tap dancer in front of everybody. Some Leo got to go through that shit though to realize like, oh shit, like I'm over here being a laughing stock. Not even laughing stock, but I'm being everybody's kind of like a punching bag, because I'm looked at like I'm so bright. But we're in times right now where it's all about the dark. This is why people getting exposed for these association, guilty by association. So all these little trafficking thingies. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of shit, or all the gay stuff that they probably done did. They So if one person get called out, oh wait, you was hanging out with him, boom. You know what I'm saying? But that's why these are the times we in, because it's about somehow coming together in the dark to realize the wrongs that's been done. Because at this point, there's no more creation. It's all like, why y'all think TV shows ain't even creating new ones? All they doing is going back and rebooting it. So everything dead, right? So all the energy's settled. At this point, we're trying to untie these bullshit ass knots that we done did all of these years. That's why some forms, in reality, we're gonna see it play out like people getting exposed for some bullshit they was doing, and they most likely got something to do with the association, like group of people that was in on it. Leo's hands are clean. Shout to King Von, rest in peace to him. But it's people like that. See, look, this is what I'm talking about. You might get look at people like Soldier Boy. He a Leo. He's doing it right. What I tell you, he has an association, but he's the face. So everything on that bitch got something about his name, something about some flashy shit too, but something about his name, something about how he did it. Obviously, he had help, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like you either gotta get put on, somebody gonna help you get on, or you already have to have it, and then you kind of pay other people basically to help. Like, you have a team basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit cracking. What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, so shout out to y'all in the chat. What y'all talking about? I have 68 subscribers. Hey man, hey Ryan. What up, little XC? Y'all some little kids. But yeah. So yeah, y'all gotta be. We gotta be ready. And it's not just Leo suns. This is mostly gonna play out through a Leo sun. But if you got the ascendant or moon, those are the main things where it's like you're gonna be kind of outcasted in those areas. You're gonna seem like you're over the top, or you're gonna seem like you have no point to why you're doing all that expression, or you're gonna seem like you're too happy. You're gonna seem like nothing wrong with you, like you got it together. Because like I said, Leo is kind of imaginary, and because it's fire, it's expression from the internal. Fire, water, internal, external, earth, air. But so like shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you gotta kind of settle down using your mirror energy, your opposition, right? This shit's still reconnecting, bro.